This is a nice shipping tube if I ever want to ship a poster or anything. Welcome back to the community, everybody, and thank you all for being part of it. I truly do appreciate it, and thank you all who have joined the Facebook Slade VW community group. That has been the best group so far. Everybody's very friendly. They get along in there, and it's been a lot of fun. Everybody's eager to help each other, and I really like that. I can't be on there nonstop, but it helps. And thank you for the donations. If you can, slip down into the description. There's a secure link to PayPal if you'd like to please help out the channel with a donation. Today, what are we doing? Bodywork stuff. I don't like bodywork, but I got to do it because we want to hurry up and get this painted so we can start putting the real parts back on. I had a really crazy offer, and I won't tell you what it is right now, but it's for some major parts. Somebody wants a sponsor. They're big parts. I'm like freaked out, but we'll do that in the near future. I'll let you know what's up. We're going to go ahead and do the guide rails today and get the part one today, at least. Get the guide rails pulled off. I'm going to use a spot weld cutter first to see if that'll work, and I'll go over a few things with you. So let me physically show you what's up here, and we'll go ahead because this needs painted underneath here. New seals on it, new rails. We're going to use phosphoric acid. We got a lot going on. All right. There's something I had to sneak in real fast. Leave something in the comments letting me know if you're watching this from your TV or your phone, okay? And if it looks better than normal. I'm filming in 4K. YouTube won't put it up in 4K, but still the clarity might be better on my camera. Let me know if there's a difference in this film, if it looks better or not, or if it just looks the same. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to improve everything I do. Alrighty. Let's get our trunk off of here. Set it here for now. I don't like it leaning that way, but I guess I can leave the gas tank in or nothing's in it. And I'll show you why I'm pulling this all apart. All right. Now, as you can see, my rails are there. Sorry, I moved a little too fast, didn't I? But look at that rust. Now, it's nothing horrible. And you can see the spot welds. Wait, I'm trying to look through the camera. There and there. Now, I'm going to try a chisel, and I'm going to try a spot weld cutter. I'll show you in a second. They're very cheap. You can afford one. See that there? Focus. Come on. There we go. How about there? See that hole? That's why I want to take these up. I have a funny feeling if I don't remove these that I'm going to have heavy regrets later. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove these. I'm going to show you a couple tools I got, and we're going to get on this. Over there, as you knew, I have extra engines now. So more than probably what I need, because I have a good one hidden under there too. I have them all over the place. But this one's like not seized, but it's stuck in a couple of the pistons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this apart, and I'll do it on film like I usually do with these motors. I'm going to put it on the engine stand, pull it apart, and then there's going to be another video with the ultrasonic cleaner because I have a 30-liter. It's like as big as a house. And we are going to, because a lot of you guys are putting these in dishwashers. That spells divorce. I'm going to split this case in half, and we're going to check it out, make sure it's a good case, and then I'm going to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner and see how clean we can get an old German block. And then I'm probably going to put this one on the marketplace because I got too many now. So I'm going to go ahead. It has nice end play, so it's a nice block so far. After I clean it up and make it look shiny and new, I'm going to go ahead and put this dual port case up on the marketplace. So if some of you are interested, let me know. If not, it's cool. Don't worry, this wasn't a sales pitch. So let's look at the tools I got. So instead of using my buddies constantly, I picked up a pulley puller. This takes off the oil filler neck. Distributor drive puller. Oil pump puller. Case splitter. I guess this don't count, but that's the gauges for the welder I got. We're going to be MIG welding. So I got my gauges and I got my tank. for the MIG welding. That's 75 argon and 25 CO. So time to do some welding soon. And I'm not good at it, but it's okay. At least it'll be like comedy hour. So what I'm going to use first, I bought this at O'Reilly's. There's a little shout out for them. I used it on the back of the car to cut some spot welds for the rear apron area, stuff like that. And come on, focus. Come on, there we go. So there's the part number, 17224. It's a 3/8. Supposed to be lifetime warranty. They said if it ever gets dull, breaks, I don't know, like, you know, if an asteroid hits it, I don't know. They said bring it back and we'll give you another one. I think it's kind of weird. We'll see if they hold up to that. But I'm going to use the spot weld cutter first. If not, then we'll use a chisel and get them out of there. But let's try to do that first. The phosphoric acid I don't have near me. I left it down the house by mistake. Okay, I did run down and grab this real quick, okay? And this is what Glenn, Duckman Cycles, this is what he recommends. And he's been playing with this stuff for a while. I'll show you close up what this is. Just like that, right there. And read the directions and, you know, go by there. He has a lot of bodywork stuff too. And he likes doing it apparently, because I don't. And then of course Bondo. And the color I'm using is definitely going to be the slate blue. I really like this color. It's not like the Marina blue. It's more like that that old Golf blue or Dove gray or whatever. This is the color the car is going to be. And of course I'm using Rust-Oleum because I want to. I'm going to buy the 2K clear in a can. And that's what I'll go ahead. This is a satin finish, but once we clear it, then you know the deal. But don't jump me on using spray cans. I did it on my buddy's car recently and it looks beautiful. And if you remember Garrison's car, yeah, that was all spray cans with hardener. I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm sure you'll agree. It's my car. So that's what we're going to do. All right. I had to tell you all this stuff. I always do that. I'm sorry. I feel like I got to catch up each week. And if you notice, there's been more videos up each week now. And my buddy Dino is doing an extra film this week I'm going to put up on Pickle the Bus. So he's sending that to me. I'm going to edit it and get it up, and I think y'all enjoy it. Okay, let's get to work. For those of you that never seen a spot weld cutter, I'm sure a big portion of you have, or maybe haven't, I don't know. But, there we go. I believe this has two sides to it. Yeah, it does. See the screw there to take this out? That's how it works. You put this in the center of the circle, and I'll be moving the camera up close, and then the spot weld cutter cuts. And you got to watch you don't punch too far, or you'll punch a hole right through your existing metal behind it. So I'll show you what I mean, but we'll go ahead and give this a try, and hopefully it works out good. We'll see. Also, you see the spot weld right here, right? See this pin? You're putting that pin in the center of it, and how this works is this part of the pin doesn't spin. It just holds it stationary. So when you're pushing down, that pin stays still. All right? And I'll do it up close, and the only part that spins will be the cutter itself. I hope that made sense. Okay, I have the drill ready. We're going to put this right over there. That's going to hit the rail a little bit. Let me bend this part of the rail back a minute. Okay, we're not using this rail anyhow because we're putting new ones on. I forgot to show you them. I got them from Southern Cal Imports. I'll show you in a minute as soon as I get this one spot weld knocked out. There. That gives me room to get it in there. So that goes right in the center. I gotta make sure, yeah, it's turning right. Okay. Right in the center. And when you drill, like I said, don't go crazy and drill right through the body or you're going to have a big hole to weld. So hopefully I don't do that by accident. So there we go. Okay, let me get a screwdriver. That actually cut a little faster than I thought it was going to. I think it was going to do it that quick. Oh, little hammer. There we go. I hit it from behind, and there's a spot weld there. Oops, sorry about all that noise. I wonder if this will... Okay, do it the right way. Let me see something here a minute. There we go. I want to get the spot weld straight. Something I want to do here, I'll show you. I'm going to put a slight mark there with some white out because I want to know where that rail was to start with. I'm sure it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm doing it. I was hoping not to have to do it that way. I wanted to show you the spot weld cutter in action, but look how nice that came off. Let me see if this one will come off. Okay, well, that's not too bad. They're actually coming right off. And what I can do here is run my grinder across and it'll smooth these right out. See all the rust behind there? See? That's why I'm doing that. Okay, I'm going to back the camera up here. Now watch you don't start bending this area. If you feel this is going to start giving and bending over, then stop. But it seems to be coming off much easier than I thought. And when I get this off, I'll show you the new guide rails I bought. And I'm trying to talk while I'm doing this. And we'll lay it across there and I'll show you the deal. So, okay, let me speed the film up. So we got the top rail pulled off, and there's no reason to use the spot weld cutter unless I have to on the side rail. We'll find out. But the back one come up fairly easy, and I think it's because of all the rust. But it's okay because I can run a grinder and flatten these right out, which is perfect. And I told you, this is the stuff that is bad. So we're going to wire wheel the crap out of it, and I'll speed a lot of that up, obviously. And we're going to put the phosphoric acid on. We're going to look at the difference with it soaking overnight and blah, blah. So, okay, let's take a look at the new rail and see how it fits across there. These are from Southern Cal Imports. So we'll, I think I'm going to hold on to this. This is a nice shipping tube if I ever want to ship a poster or anything. Okay, let's take a look and see what we got here. Actually looks nice. Let's put it on a car a minute. I believe they're 40 inches long, so we may have to cut. I don't know. Actually, these look nicer than I thought they were going to. Very nice quality so far. And what I'll do is if I choose to... Okay, let's go over to the car. This may be... Oh, no, 40 inches is probably right. I don't know, because I'm going to have to tack weld it or rivet it into place with the aluminum rivets I got. And then I'll be bending it into place. So it's probably about the right length, in all honesty. But it actually looks nice. Nice heavy metal. Thank you, Southern Cal Imports. Okay, so I was just wanting to see what that looked like. This, of course, is tired. It did its job, though. It definitely did its job. But remember, regardless, I'm going to have to, if I use the aluminum rivets, which that's what you'd want to use if you're riveting aluminum rivets, I think I got them already. You know, I kept saying aluminum. Why didn't you guys stop me? Stainless. Okay. And I did get them. There's the size I got. Okay. I think I got them online. And of course, you bought the drill bits. Now I got the new welder, and I would like to try to spot weld them, but I'm going to have to use some filler along here. So being I got to use filler, I don't want to try to weld. So I did buy the stainless steel pop rivets. we'll see what happens going down here. You're going to get to see the welder in use anyhow, because I did promise them that I would show the welder in action. Not that I'm a great welder. So I'm going to wire wheel this. I'll speed the film up while I'm wire wheeling it, because then I'll pull these, blah, 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 because I want to be able to put the phosphoric acid on, because it has to sit, I believe, 24 hours. I'm pretty sure. I got to look at the bottle. So when that sits, that'll be the end of part 1, and then we'll come back. So let's get this all done, wire wheeled, apply the phosphoric acid. Relax, we're getting there. Okay, make sure, I don't even know if you can hear me, make sure that you wear a dust mask, please. When you're working with any of this rust or anything, please do that. You should wear hearing protection with drills and that, but I can't. It is what it is. I'm going to fast forward this, and then I'll bring you up close after I do that. All right, you see me pointing. That's what I'm pointing to. Now, I'm glad, well, I don't like body work, but I'm glad I pulled that off. Them holes are going to need repaired, okay? Not like you're stupid, you know that. But, I mean, could be a lot worse, I guess. It's a Northeastern car. It was in Chicago for a long time. So, basically, you're going to have stuff like this. But I got to change out my wire wheel. I think I'm going to go ahead and wire wheel like up to here, okay? And then while the phosphoric acid is drying overnight, I'm going to pull the wiper motor out of the way. I like to go to Harbor Freight and I buy, there's always dumbness. I like to buy big packs of these wire wheels. They're cheap. And they work well. This one's beat though. I was using it on the inner wells in the back. So that's junk. Let's put a fresh one in and it'll get more done a lot quicker. And then I'll use my grinder, my angle grinder, to get the top of the spot welds off. So, all right, back at it. Okay, not that you don't know what bare metal looks like, but see, that's where I'm going with this. All right, once the phosphoric acid is on there and all the holes are sealed and everything's good, then I'll come across it with some fiberglass or metal Bondo, whatever I use. So let's go ahead and see how hard it is to get these side rails off. So let's do that, and then we'll come back with that. I'm going to try it like I did over there without the spot weld cutter first and see what it does, so I'll bring you in close. Alrighty. We're going to try to do what we did up there. I'll run it along the channel. Are you in close enough? Let's see what this does. I don't want to bend this lip either, though. So we got to watch how I do this. And if not, we use a spot weld cutter. The spot weld cutter worked good. There we go. On the rear end when I was doing that. There we go. It's coming up. I don't know if I'm in your way. I hope not. Okay, kind of roll it out. Act like I know what I'm doing here. I want chaos to be nice. I really do. And I'm sure you want it to be nice. There we go. I am so glad I'm doing this. I bought 3 pieces of the guide rails. At least that's what I call them. And so does Southern Cal. That won't be too bad. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. See how easy this comes off. And then I'll speed the camera up really fast on the other side with some cool music. I'll do it a little quicker now. I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, wow. Ha! Working well. I'm kind of twisting slightly. There we go. We're getting there. Okay, a little more. I have to keep moving the camera, so I'm sure you understand. Oh, this is working out better than I thought. Good. Usually when you're filming, stuff don't go this smooth. So I'm sure something will go wrong. Has to. That's how it works. Come on, get off of there. Come on, little guy. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, let's take a look up close here. Now this obviously is not as bad as the top part by the windshield. Shouldn't have said windshield, but this is actually solid. It don't look it, but it is. It's very thick and solid. So I gotta get that off of there. That's part of the other apron, I believe, the front apron, but we'll take care of that. So let me run a wire wheel down here real quick. I want to see how that polishes up, so to speak. So I'm going to actually run this pretty quick down there just to see how solid, I'm putting my dust mask on, it remains. So let's do that real quick. I'll speed this up and let's take a look and see what we got to work with. We went ahead and wire wheeled it. It's actually very solid. But I still think if I had not removed these side rails even, eventually that was going to become an issue. So it's better to take care of it now. You know what I mean? So all right, what I do want to try is I have flap discs. And I don't know if, I'm sure the most of you know what these are. So I have an 80 grit and I have a 36 grit. Okay, I want to try to grind some of these spot welds off. So I am going to start out with the 80 and see if it'll do it. If not, then we'll switch to the 36 grit. But let's give us a try first and see what happens. Now, I don't know, before I grind, if you can see those, which I'm sure you can, see them sticking up. Now, there's no way you could take them off with a wire wheel. Those are spot welds. Okay, so I'm going to try to grind them off, and let's see how that works. Now, remember, if you have gas in your car, be careful because you're going to be throwing sparks. Let me give it a try. Okay, so I got in your way there. However, as you can see, 80 grit was plenty. Those are nice and smooth. I got to go a little harder, but it's taking it right down. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grind those spot welds down and wire wheel and take a look at what we have, because we're going to have to spray it with the phosphoric acid. Okay, one more look and then I'm going to do it off film and get this ground down. But as you can see, the 80 grit is plenty. Now I laid my hands on it a little heavier down here, but you can see it's smooth. It took all those spot welds off. Right here I laid it real heavy. So that was enough. I don't know why I bought a 36 one, but we are going to go ahead and I'm going to grind those all down real quick and prep them for the phosphoric acid is what I call it. So I'll be right back. So now what I did is mask this off. I ground this side down, okay, so it's all cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and spray the phosphoric acid on. I'll show you. And up here, I'll bring you in close here. And what I wanted to show you is I even got to do around the antenna, as you can see. Now, I did grind it all out. It's nice and clean. Along there, I'm going to grind some more of the paint off, but I'm not going to show that part because it's stupid. This is why I don't like bodywork videos. But we got a lot more interesting stuff coming up, of course. But I'm going to spray the phosphoric acid up and go over a couple of things here, because the next video we'll be doing some Bondo, some sanding, some painting, and show you how to put the seal on. And what's nice is right here, for those of you doing these, in here is where we'll either, I don't think I can weld over some fiberglass, so we'll have to rivet with the stainless steel, is you're not going to see this part. It will be covered by the seal and the guide rail. Hope that made sense. I'm going to have a lot of this phosphoric acid to do, so you can see, you know, I want to get that all sealed up. So, okay, let me grab the phosphoric and let's go to work here. So, phosphoric acid was poured into a container. Actually, my buddy Chuck started me on this a while back too. So he had left this bottle here and said, here, use it. I got a bunch of it. So, and I'm going to go ahead now and spray it. Now, according to Glenn, a little bit goes a long way with this acid, okay? So I'm going to just mist it on. Oh, I think my bottle's pooping out. Oh, really? Okay, I'll have to get a different bottle. But now make sure you wash your hands, wear gloves, blah, 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 not like me. But I'm going to have to get a different bottle. Isn't that wonderful? So, my sprayer was bad. I get another one. I buy these bottles. I think Heather gets them at Walmart or something. I can't remember. But they're nice bottles. We'll see how well it works. But I put the phosphoric acid inside of there, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to mist it, and that'll go over a few things real quick. Like I said a few minutes ago, Glenn said to use this sparingly. It goes a long way. So I guess it wasn't sparingly, was it? Okay, so I'm just spraying that for you folks. There's no point in you sitting here watching me do a bunch of weird stuff. Like I said, that's why I don't like doing body work on film. So that is sprayed, just so you can see what it looks like, because in the next film, you're going to see it turn black, and it'll seal it. And then I'll show you what to do before you do body work over it, so that your body work don't come apart, if that makes any sense. Now, I am going to do it all the way around, but like I said, I promise to not bore you on film when it comes to bodywork stuff, okay? I just show you the necessities of what I'm doing, but you do what you want to do. But it's wet. I'm going to let it go overnight, and it will seal it, and I'm going to try to bring these films a little closer together. I'll explain that in a second. Now, if you've made it this far, okay, hopefully you have, because I do these videos for a reason. I'm going to bring a couple of the films closer together instead of doing just every Friday. There's members, club members, mailing me in films. Dino's is coming up in a couple of days. He did an interview with his bus, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. So if you have something you want to send me, a film, you want to show off your car, as long as it's like 8 minutes long at least, show off your car, send it to me. You can send it to my Google Drive. And my email, it's going to go up the screen, okay? So if you want to do that, I'll be more than happy to put you up on the channel here, and I should say the community's channel. I'm going to start putting up 2-3 films a week. I have to. If I mess around with once a week, I'm never going to get the car done, okay? So we're going to start squeeze playing. I'm going to let that dry now overnight. I'm going to hit the rest of it off film. And we'll go ahead, and the next film, I'm probably going to get up maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure. And we're going to go ahead and start on the body work around there. Then we're going to put the rail on and then the seal. So, okay, I hope everybody had a really great day. And I hope this helped somebody a little bit with getting the rails off. So the next one's getting a little bit more hardcore, where I'm putting it all back together the right way with body work, paint, the rails, the seal. And we're doing a seal for a friend. So I'll go ahead and film that. I think it'll be fun to put a seal on a Super Beetle. Maybe you guys will like that. Everybody have a great day, and we'll get back to the live chats very soon because I sure miss talking to you folks back and forth. Have a great day.